And welcome back to another episode of NBA 2K12. We're not going to use special Friday editions. We'll be using this for special Friday night. In the last episode, the Lakers managed to defeat the Suns 109 to 100 grit. So now, one game at a time, we are heading to the Madison Square Garden in New York City for a marquee matchup and the Eastern Conference rival duo features LeBron James and the Miami Heat take on Carmelo Anthony and the New York Knicks. But check out the extras are ready to go to work, so we're good. So every time the Heat and the Knicks have faced off the NBA playoffs each other 4 times, Heat come back down 3 games to 1 in the 1997 playoffs in the Eastern Conference semifinals. 1998 in the first round, the Knicks upset the Heat as the 7th seed, beat the 2 seed and win the revenge in 5. 1999, the 8th seed New York Knicks led by Allen Houston game-winning shot in Game 5 to walk off and upset the number 1 seed Miami Heat and eventually made it to the NBA Finals in 1999 before losing to San Antonio Spurs. 2000 semifinals and our hard-fought Game 7, the Knicks beat the Heat 4 games to 3. Well, most recent days from 2001 to 2011 since playoff struggle, since during at the time and Dwayne Wade arrives in 2003. And in 2012 when Carmelo Anthony joins the Knicks after last season after ending up with Nuggets. So, it was the rivalry renewal in 2012. Heat and the Knicks, Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James are facing the playoffs, the only postseason matchup between those two. This time the Heat won in 5 games. They eventually won the NBA Championship in 2012. And then finally, the latest playoffs, meaning is 2023. It was the Heat and the Knicks. Jimmy Butler versus Jalen Brunson. Heat start Game 1. Knicks win Game 2. Then Heat win Games 3 and 4 to 1 win away to knock off the Knicks. And just like did the Bucks in 2023, the Knicks won in Game 5. And the Heat upset the Knicks to enter the Eastern Conference Finals before they enter the NBA Finals after an upset of Celtics in 7 before losing the 2023 NBA champs by the Nuggets. So this is going to be the most intensity between those two of the Eastern Conference rival. It's going to be good, interesting. So we got LeBron James, Dwayne Wade take on Amari Stoudemire and Carmelo Anthony. So that'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin, and for this game, both teams going to use the jersey up. So that'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin. We'll be right back after this. Enjoy the video for the special Friday edition. And now, enjoy the video.
Welcome to NBA Basketball. I'm Damon Bruce. We've got you covered here on 2K Sports. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's Chris Bosh and the Miami Heat going up against the New York Knicks. And now we send you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew. I'll see you at the half.
We are holding court in the home of the Knicks, New York City. The NBA on 2K Sports. That is the place you want to be. And we're happy to have you with us on our broadcast today. So the opening lineup for the Heat. Wade and LeBron are the wingmen. Chris Bosh and Udonis Haslem down low. And it's Chalmers in at the point. And for the Knicks, Melo and Amari at the forward slots. Davis is out there with Jeremy Lin. And it's Chandler in at the center filling out the middle.
You knew the big three when they came together, guys, that they would be good. But they did a pretty decent job, I thought, of finding complementary players to fill out the roster after a big chunk of the salaries went to the big three.
And so off the tip, it's New York. Here is Lynn. Good luck. And it's in off the backboard. They quite right. They searched out bets that knew how to fit and need and really build a team around the stars.
Well, that's critical because anytime you have the full group together, it's about finding role players who are going to accept their responsibilities on the team and accept the fact that Towns is not going to see the minutes that they would otherwise like. But they handled it well. They got a good roster around their stars, and it paid off.
Right now we're going to go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Doris?
Yes, guys. He said, I think this game will prove what a sharp team we are defensively. You're going to see us communicating, helping, and anticipating where the ball's going and where we need to be. Their defense is on a string, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Well, guys, give us your thoughts on that.
Well, you know what? I think the game plan for a lot of teams, really good teams, starts with good D. So it's pretty much what I expected to hear.
And for this club, that's the way it should be. I mean, they need to send a message defensively right away. When you take it to your opponents on the defensive end of the floor, it sets the tone early.
You know, there was a lot of speculation last year about Dwayne Wade thinking of going to his hometown Chicago. But it turns out he was the guy orchestrating the big three in Miami.
Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Wade's got his first 3 points of the game. In the pass to Carmelo, and it's blocked. Stoudemire pitch to Davis. Makes the move with a 100% shot.
Well, why not? Fire. He's shooting really well here early on.
Wade for 3. Yes, that's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's now got 3 assists in the game. You're right, Clark, talking about Wade. Not a bad recruitment job, and even through 1 year, it's had its bumps worked out, Steve, and it's obviously flying very high with their finals appearance a season ago.
Yeah, that was
Boy, that is an alley-oop of the highest order on the front and back end.
Well, a play they've been working on, I'm sure.
That's got to be the case, because that was impeccable timing.
Here is Lynn. Outside, Davis. The dish to Lynn. Outside, Anthony. Here's Stoudemire. And he drops him away up off the glass. Stoudemire's got his first 2 points.
You know, Kevin, they were a step late on their defensive rotation, and that helped them get right to the rim.
Gets it to go. 8 points for LeBron.
Boy, these threes are picking them apart. I mean, 4 out of the last 5 shots against them, all uncontested, and all are threes.
Yeah, the defense just looks uninterested right now. They're not making the effort to challenge these shots.
You know, he's really one of those guys that you just have to sit back and really appreciate, fellas. I mean, he is a marvelous offensive player. Well, fellas, you know, Melo coming over to the Knicks, the big story around the league, really, as the Knicks like to make headlines, and they did with that move. Some, though, can criticize New York for being more concerned with being on the front page than actually winning. I'm not sure I quite agree with that, but certainly some people may have felt that way.
Aldo Balkman is checked in for the Knicks. Landry Fields comes in for Baron Davis. And then for Miami, Ilgauskas comes in for Udonis Haslem. And Mike Bibby is subbed in for Mario Chalmers. Anthony's shot is off. Back to what you brought up, they have always tried to be a part of big trades that are being discussed. Sometimes they work, Steve, and sometimes they don't for that team.
Yeah, but anytime you have a chance to get a superstar like Carmelo Anthony or like Amari Stoudemire, I think you go ahead and do it. And so New York is set up now for some success over the coming years, but we'll see how they go forward and what kind of roster they put around their 2 stars.
Here's Balkman. He connects.
How about the energy he puts into crashing the boards, guys? I'm not sure what they're thinking offensively. Poor decision on that pass.
LeBron outside, and Bosh backs down. That's blocked. Knicks trailed by 4. Here's Fields, and he hit it back.
Dangerous player, especially when he gets to that launching pad right there in the lane. Pretty one-handed finish. That was nice.
Bosh, that's good.
9 straight points for them off of wide open looks from deep. Something has to change for this deep.
Yeah, they're just giving up too many easy shots out there. They've got to close out harder, get a hand up, make him put it on the floor.
Anthony, a well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
It's tipped. And you know, despite the number of turnovers, Kevin, they've still got the lead here.
Well, eventually, guys, you know those mistakes will come back and haunt you, so they've got to do a better job of taking care of the basketball.
And around the break. Goes up. Carmelo throws it down. Here's the angle on our spike slam pin.
How's that for finishing with flavor?
Absolutely fantastic.
I think he was saving that one for a special occasion.
And a high scoring first quarter. Both teams really pulling it up. Heat lead by 1.
Boy, a ton of threes in that first quarter. This team really lighting it up, guys.
Yeah, it's been an onslaught from downtown.
We'll be back momentarily. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. Here's Chalmers.
It's the first time since having Shaq in Miami where Wade didn't really have to carry the load all by himself. I know he feels good about that, but he still managed to contribute when he needs to.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Miami, Haslam's out there with Mike Dillon. Then there's Augustus. Then there's House. And it's Chalmers in at the 1 spot. Going back, Clark, the way as you're talking about him, it must have been nice for him to not have to score 30 points a game to give the Heat a chance to win in the playoffs for once. And Steve, we saw that all the way right through the finals.
Well, it was huge for him to be able to share that scoring load with LeBron. Of course, LeBron kind of suffered offensively in that final series against Dallas, but for the most part, Wade and LeBron just a terrific 1-2 punch all season long. And they are poised to make another run in the finals this year.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, the Big Three all uniting in Miami was seen as a bit of a triumph from the players' point of view. In a sense, the players got a chance to pick where they wanted to play as opposed to the owners having control of where the players played. In a sense, wrestling away control from the owners. Whether or not that trend continues in the NBA, we'll see. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. What those 3 did in Miami, and getting
So much of the way you play is really out of your hands as an NBA player. So it's tough to find free agency and to get to that point where you've got guys who you want to play with who are also free agents and a team with that much cap room. So this was a rare opportunity for these 3 players. And they joined together. And I think defensively you've got to commit a second defender because he's just destroying you right now.
Yeah, one-on-one, he's been a handful.
Boy, he's a great option from long range on the fast break if you give him that much room.
Well, you knew Miami would be a new big power in the East with the Big Three in tow. They didn't disappoint blowing right by their conference win total from the prior season.
stepped in the line out of bounds there, and that will cost them a possession.
Just lost track of where he was on the floor.
For the Knicks, Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Turioff. Anthony comes in for Jeremy Lin. And Tony Douglas is subbed in for Baron Davis. Chris Bosh is checked in for the Heat. Yeah, Clark, what you were saying before, the Heat before LeBron and Bosh won 32 games in all. But with them on board, they won 38 games. Steve, very nice number.
Yeah, and that 38 was only bested by the Bulls' 39 Eastern Conference wins. So Miami really handled its business well last year.
Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Douglas. 3 from the inbound. That's good.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
Well, they continue to find the open man and play unselfishly. This is true team basketball we're seeing.
He was really a non-factor in that first quarter, but he's found a way to step it up here.
Anthony Smith gets it to go. 8 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, we're now starting to see them get some high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 buckets inside the lane, so they're getting really high percentage looks down there. And Chris Bosh, not really a traditional low-post scorer. His strength lies in his face-up game. He'll turn and use his quickness to get around bigger defenders and get to the rim.
That bucket in no time at all. Douglas has got 5 points so far. And Miami calls their first time out of the game. You know, speaking of Bosch's quick first step, Clark, he also has a great mid-range jump shot. And that's a tough choice if you're going to defend it.
Yeah, it really is. And I think early last season, he may have settled for his jump shot a little too often. But again, getting acclimated to where he was. And obviously your personnel affects how you try to play, especially when you're your team's top scorer and rebounder. He was being more aggressive trying to get inside. And, you know, I think that at the end of the season, that really gave him a boost.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Aldo Balkman is checked in for Stoudemire. Mason comes in for Landry Fields. And it's Davis in for Tony Douglas. LeBron against Anthony.
Boy, that was a private throwdown.
You're telling
Up with both hands, it's going to go down hard.
Leading by 6. Wade against Mason. Goes right up. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripes.
There's no secret what a Mike D'Antoni team is going to do against you. I mean, they're going to get it up and down the floor and try to score as fast as they can on you. I mean, that's who they are. It's a formula that's going to get you wins, but will it see them to a title?
And he completes the 3-point play. Back to what you said about Mike D'Antoni, that seems to be a valid question about his style. Steve, what do you think?
Well, it's been a long time since a team based solely on offense has actually won a title. But, you know, they're going to score a lot of points with Carmelo and Amari Stoudemire. But if anybody can break through and win a title playing that style, it's Mike D'Antoni.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Dwayne Wade, welcome to the playoffs. He eases the scoring load with the addition of LeBron James and Chris Bosh. He said that the prior years had taken a toll on his body, and he was happy to have some of that burden lifted. As Wade said, quote, "It's hard what I was doing the last couple years, trying to score 40 a night, trying to lead us. It's hard on your body. So let these guys take these minutes, and I'll ride the wave."
Thank you, Doris.
Wade was able to avoid injury last season with the help. Definitely something he appreciated.
Wade, good.
Now, these wide open threes have been their undoing. You have to locate shooters and get a hand up.
Yep, you do, Steve. And even if it means having their assigned defenders stand at home on three-point shooters, I mean, that would be a worthwhile strategy to pursue because you don't want to give good shooters open threes.
Well, it's been such a long, tough stretch for Knicks fans, but last season was a good one. Getting to the playoffs and finding talent in Amari Stoudemire and Carmelo Anthony, a couple of superstars, and they handled their business on their home floor pretty well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Chandler. Jeremy Lin comes in for Ronaldo Balk. And Tony Douglas is subbed in for Baron Davis.
Finding the open man every trip down the floor.
Certainly seems like he's doing that, Steve. I mean, it's been a great passing day for him.
Lin, it's hauled in by the Heat. LeBron's now got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Wade, he goes up again. Now Mason, and here they come. He kicks it to Lin. Just 3 on the clock, and that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got 15 points. In time. Can't get it to go. That'll do it for the first half.
An excellent game. We've seen from LeBron. He has 15 points, and he's nailed 3 from long range. That's 9 points from deep.
Well, I like that he's not hesitating to pull the trigger. I mean, if he's got room, he's going to take the shot. He's putting some fear in this defense.
And we'll return momentarily.
Hope you're enjoying your Friday. Let's get you to the HP halftime report. Miami up on top against New York. The three-point shooting, ridiculous. They're knocking down everything. LeBron James is having himself a big-time performance. Seems like everything's falling for him. Not sure if he even knows how to miss. And battling nonstop, the New York Knicks. They've been causing havoc defensively, ratcheting up the pressure, forcing steals. Quite a show being put on by Carmelo Anthony so far. After 2, he's got 15 points, also getting it done on the defensive side, throwing a couple shots back in guys' faces. Strong showing so far by these two in the action today, leading their team in points in the first half. That's going to do it for us here in the studio. We'll send you back to Kevin Harland and the crew for the second half call.
Here we go.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Here's Wade. Melo and Amari at the forward slots. Jeremy Lin is out there with Davis. And it's Chandler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Wade dishes to Bosh. Stripped it away.
Boy, nice job to get his hand in there and knock that ball loose without fouling.
The fray. And the Knicks bring it down from 2. Here's Wade. Bosh passes to LeBron. Now Anthony defending. LeBron with it. Wade from outside. That's good. Wade's got 15.
Another open look, hits bottom from outside.
Yeah, that's 3 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
Nice shot by Lin.
Also is in a really odd and tough position last season. Never before had there been a bigger free agent talent swing, and he was tasked with getting 3 huge superstars to mesh as a unit. He's doing a nice job.
Davis down low. He's covered by Bosh. The Heat leading by 6. Now here's Wade. He's got 15. He's guarded by Davis. Wade kicks to Bosh. Shot from the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Back to Spoelstra because he was the first coach, Steve, to deal with that much talent. He had some very unique situations pop up along that road.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he had to coach that team under a microscope also.
A slam dunk by Wade. Now let's check out the Sprite Slam Cam.
Well, he took that one to the rack with some purpose.
I'll say beautiful dunk there, Steve.
Yeah, how about the agility, man? Just the power and the skill. Impressive.
And Chandler. Throws it down.
There's no stopping him when he gets to the basket like that. If you can't foul him in time, just get out of the way.
The Knicks making a switch here. Fields checked in. Nice job at the line, and that one falls to pick up the and one.
And what a great season Tyson Chandler had for the Dallas Mavericks last year, guys. He shot a career-high 65% from the floor and really improved his free throw shooting as well, up to 74% from the line.
Knicks trail by 8. Here is Lynn. He's got time. Really left the limit. He's got a run.
He's been hot for most of this game, and if he keeps it up, his team could turn things around.
I could not agree with you more, Steve, in terms of what Tyson Chandler has brought to the Mavericks with his offense. I mean, we knew about his defense and rebounding. He had well established that as part of his arsenal. But his improvement on offense, that development, has been really kind of frosting on the cake.
Well, he leading by 8. Now Chalmers, 8 points for him. And the Heat got another bucket right there. Here is Lynn, trailing by 10. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
You got to keep everybody on the same page. They need to get their heads together. That's the goal.
Well, you could see last season with the big three that early on offensively they couldn't quite figure it out. But as the season went on, they got more and more comfortable with each other. And I thought by the end of the year, they played pretty well together.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Brown comes in for Chandler. And Tony Douglas is subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. Ilgauskas is checked in for Miami. Bibby comes in for Mario Chalmers. Balanced scoring, Clark and Steve for him. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying the opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it.
Now that's just rubbing it in.
Throwing it down with time.
These folks are not going to forget that one anytime soon. Well, the big story for the Knicks this past year was the acquisition of Carmelo Anthony. Having already signed Amari Stoudemire, the Knicks made the deal for Anthony and all of a sudden had one of the great 1-2 combinations in the league.
Well, that's been nice, efficient work, guys, that he's been doing. I mean, we haven't seen him take many bad shots, and that's the sign of a mature, poised player.
Douglas dishes to Lynn. Passes it to Douglas. Over Bibby. And there's another one for the Knicks. Back to Melo and Amari. They just need to build the right supporting cast around those two.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, those are two foundational pieces that are all-stars. So plugging in around them will be the next step. They're in the process of doing that, too. I mean, New York definitely reversed their fortune with the moves they made last season. Yeah.
Leading by 6. Near the three-point line, it's Wade. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's now got assist number 8 here in this one already. Here's Douglas, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there. 41 seconds left to play in the third. Wade up top. He's got 19. Who's bad is that? Easy shot, and it's Bosh, that time on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 6 assists in the game.
You know, he's yet to miss in the quarter. Flawless efficiency from the field. I like it.
His shot's good from Douglas.
And I think defensively, you've got to commit a second defender because he's just destroying you right now.
Yeah, one-on-one, he's been a handful.
Three-pointer, Wade. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's now got his 9th assist in the game now. And it's rejected. Fast break, here they come. At the lead pass.
Heads up play, preventing the easy lanes.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, he saw it was a free layup, didn't want to give that up, so he fouled him before free throw.
And the first one drops. Both teams will make substitutions. Two shots. And so Bosch nails both of them. Heaves it up. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Dwayne Wade really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, so far in this one, he's played a different role than normal, but he's done a nice job as this team's playmaker here today.
And all of it's worked for the most part. I mean, he might not be known as a dime dropper, but after this game, he will be.
Heat out front, up by 10. And now our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, has a report for our Sprite Spark of the game. Doris?
And Kevin, for that great stretch the Heat put together, they get the Sprite Spark Award. Points have been few and far between against this defense, and it's why they keep adding to their lead. They are in complete control as we head to the fourth, guys.
Doris, thanks. That run, Clark, really propelled them.
Yeah, it sure did. I mean, it got their confidence up and gave them the kind of swagger you like to see in the team.
Yeah, gave them the edge for sure because look at the opponent. I mean, they are kind of down on themselves right now. The body language, not where it needs to be.
So with Wade on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Comes out there with Juwan Home. Then it's Shane Battier. Then there's Chalmers. And it's Miller in at the 2.
Great finish there, and now he's got a free throw coming, too.
Boy, that's a big boy move right there, partner. I mean, it takes a lot of strength to finish a shot through contact like that.
Free throw, Chandler.
I think anything less than the title would have to be viewed as a bit of a letdown for the Heat in last year's playoffs. Even when they entered the postseason as the number 2 seed in the East, their eyes were always set on winning it all.
Here is Lynn. He's guarded by Battier. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Clark touching back on the Heat. Looking at the opponents they had to face, no easy matchups for them.
And Boston, Chicago, then Dallas, they saw a lot of tough matchups in their road to the finals. And it ultimately might have taken its toll on them because Dallas kind of wore them out in that final series.
Front pass the arc. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. And the Heat lead by 10.
6 points in short order. 2 straight from deep. That's what can happen with that 3-ball.
Yeah, they got it going. Nice clean looks.
And that one's good.
That was all about the assist there. Just a beautiful feed.
Fires from deep. That's good from Battier on the assist by Chalmers.
Another 3, and we've just seen a barrage from long range here in the second half.
Well, they have come out blazing. And defensively, it's hard to deny that shot. I mean, that's a lot of ground to cover when a team spreads you out like they do.
So for the Knicks, Stoudemire's checked in for Landry Fields. And it's Davis in for Jeremy Lin. The Heat also changing it up. LeBron, he's checked in for Battier. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Mike Miller. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike D'Antoni was discussing with his players. He wasn't pleased at all with their perimeter defense, saying, listen, all the wide-open threes they're getting are killing us. We need to have a lot more defensive activity away from the basket.
Thank you, Doris. Jumps up.
You know, that's something he's capable of every trip down.
And it's just impossible to get tired of.
Yeah, there's always this excitement, this aura that surrounds them, guys, and the crowd senses that.
And the last replay courtesy of the Sprite Slam Camp. Back to LeBron. Chandler with the steal. The loose ball recovered by New York.
No, they're lucky to be leading here as much as we've seen rather loose control of the basketball, Kevin.
And, fellas, that's something they have to address. I mean, double-digit turnovers in just the first half, that's unacceptable.
Yes, indeedy. Boy, I love that. just any plain dunk. That has some panache to it.
It's an energizer, guys. That is an energizer.
That is, and that will lift the whole team up.
The feed to Stoudemire. Fires from 14. That's good.
Man, they are both lighting it up here. Exciting
Basketball, Steve. I mean, it's been back and forth. Each side dropping in points every chance they get.
Wade passes to Chalmers. Over Anthony. And it's Chalmers that time on the assist by Wade.
Boy, this is a shooting exhibition, guys. I mean, he's not wasting any of his chances.
Davis kicks to Mason. Leaps for it. Here's Chandler. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Look at the combination of size and the touch. That's why he's a great finisher down low.
Took him no time at all on that one. Wade's got 12 points in just the second half. They're losing by 8. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Andrew Fields checking in for the Knicks. Jeremy Lin comes in for Baron Davis. And a switch here also for Miami. Bosh is checked in. Top of the key. Bullseye!
He's getting warmed up now after that cold first half.
Batting down is LeBron. Reverse jam. Unbelievable!
Well, he hung him out to dry that time. A terrific reverse.
You can't help but be amazed by that jam.
That's what you remember, huh?
The finger roll finish. A little finesse for you, folks.
Covered by Anthony. Jam by LeBron.
Very difficult to do, but a tremendous one if you can pull it off.
The end one is good, so a three-point play that time. Knicks trail by 9. Plenty of space. Gets it to go. And here are the Heat. They've led by as much as 10. And it's Wade slamming it down.
Yeah, that's just too easy. He is so skilled inside.
Here is Lynn. 1:25 left in the game. Oh, that's blocked. The Heat leading by 9. The open look. And it's Miami with another.
See the way he attacked the smaller defender there?
That's what I call know-how. He knows how to use his size.
Defended by Chalmers. He feeds it to Fields. Anthony backing him down. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Good on the first, and that brings them within 10. Both shots good from the stripe. .55 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Early shot attempt. Jump shot is good that time. And that's now 30 points for LeBron. Fires from the corner. Shots good by Anthony.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Here's Bosh. And it's Miami with another.
That's a dagger. That will probably finish this game.
Yeah, it's over, Steve. Convincing closeout.
side, Anthony. He lays it in.
Excellent execution of the plan there.
And Miami has possession. They have a 9-point lead. Here's Bosch. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. And the Heat lead by 11. Fields against Wade. Fields dishes to Stoudemire and blocked. Now here's Wade. From 18 feet away. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Yeah, that's going to do it. I mean, this thing is pretty much over. They've played well.
Well, it has been a bit anticlimactic the end of the game, but sometimes that's the way it goes.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play, they showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
So the rivalry has been ended. The most recent history between those two rivalries, LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony. And now we're not going to go for doubleheader as next game tomorrow night. We are heading to Oakland, California for the Western Conference matchup features Kenya Martin and the Denver Nuggets take on Monte Ellis and the Golden State Warriors. It's going to be another tight one here in the Oracle Arena. It's going to be careful. So that'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin as the Miami Heat dominate the New York Knicks 117-104. This is Andre Kenshin. Say so for the world's famous arena, Madison Square Garden. We'll see you tomorrow for the Nuggets and Warriors. Once again, this is Andre Kenshin. Say so long for the world's famous city in downtown New York City. Reminder, we see you tomorrow here at Oracle Arena in Oakland for the Denver Nuggets take on the Golden State Warriors game. Sign up and peace out. Good night!